Hello everybody, welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, not to mention fermented. Yes, didn't go with the title, but I do it. I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol. That's what I review on this channel. I also review anything that has anything to do with coffee. Doesn't get any better than this. I do it all. And I have a playlist for you, all right? Breaks everything down. It's the most extensive playlist on YouTube, but it's no problem because it's easy to navigate because I have everything categorized. You just go through that playlist, find what you're interested in, and boom, press on it, and there's all those videos, real nice. Check out that playlist. You're going to be pretty impressed. Now, I like to say you're home. If you like anything that has anything to do with alcohol and or coffee, you don't have to go shopping around and looking around. This is it. You're at the Mega Mall, right? Yeah, right here. Only thing you'll ever need. Just subscribe, because you got to subscribe to your house. This is your home. Any comment you make, I will answer back. We will become friends. Today, and I must say, remember this. All these reviews of everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee, I'm the only one in the world that can do it. And to make it fair to all the other YouTubers out there, some of which I really like. And that's why I do these things with half my taste buds tied behind my back. But between me and you, I only need a quarter of them. All right. Palanca Ripasso. Valpolicella Classico Superiore. Tommasi Family Estates. DOC, Italy. 13% ABV. Nice looking label. Right? Here is the bottle. It has been opened. As usual, I have to review it before I finish it, and I'm going to finish it because it's good. This is good. All right, let's show you a quick back there. So there it is. All right, there it is in a dark bottle, long bottle. Beautiful label. 2017. What the heck is a Ripasso? Well, there is a wine, right, called Amarone. Very expensive. It's very good, and the way they make that is they actually will air dry the grapes for a while, and they will shrink them down, not quite to raisins, but they'll take some of the moisture out, which concentrates the fruit and makes a really good wine. Okay, I have some Amarones. Check out my Italian red wine playlist. It'll be linked to this. It'll be in the first comment, right? It'll be pinned, and there will be a link to that. But it's expensive because when they dry the grapes, first of all, they do it for several months. Second of all, they don't get as much fruit liquid out of it. And so it takes more grapes and it's expensive. What Ripasso is, and Amarone must be aged for at least 2 years, and it's a Superiore. It has to be aged for 4 years. This is a Ripasso. So what that is they take the Valpolicella, same as the Ripasso. I mean the Amarone. Now, Valpolicella is usually made fresh, stainless steel, right? Not in wood. And it is fruity and light and very good, Valpolicella. But it doesn't have the depth that Amarone has. And it doesn't have the depth that this has, and I'll tell you why. Because this Valpolicella, when they make it, they then take the leftover skins and a little bit of the juice from the Amarone that they made, and they put it in that Valpolicella, and they do a second fermentation. It's good, man. It is real good. If you've never had Ripasso, R-I-P-A-S-S-O, you are doing yourself a disservice. It's one of my favorites. And you know, I taste and drink a lot of wine. It's a beautiful process, a beautiful wine. What else do I want to say about this? After the second fermentation, it's aged at least a year. Now, this I notice says Superiore, so it is probably aged, and I know what the other one it is, 2 years after the second fermentation. I'm going to tell you right now, I've already had some, okay? I had some of this with, steak with a butter and mushroom kind of sauce that I put over the steak. I love mushrooms. I had stuffed mushrooms with sausage, spicy sausage, mashed potatoes, which I put that butter and mushrooms over that. What else there's? Artichokes. What the hell of a dinner. This one. So I'm already telling you, it's good. It's good, and we're gonna. And I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. It's kind of short and sweet on this, other than what I've said already. Well, one out. It's a DOC. Okay, that's the rating. I'd love for you to try. Doesn't have to be this one, but try a Ripasso. Try an Amarone. It costs some money. You don't have to get that right. But the Ripasso you get for a good price a lot of times. This one was it was under $25. Okay, you can probably find them even a better deal than that, maybe 15 to 20. And then we can get into later, and I've done some if you find on my channel. Passamento. You look at my Italian rib playlist and see what that is. I can go over that right now. It's another good wine. Anyway, right now we're talking about Ripasso. Right away, the smell's rich. Not crazy, but just full of beautiful fruits. Oh man, look, oak. It's a combination of a freshly made wine like a Valpolicella and an aged wine like an Amarone. I mean, all those qualities are in this when I smell it. All right, it's not just a fresh Valpolicella. I get that, but I also get the Amarone influence. It's not just the Amarone. I get that. It's the fresh Valpolicella. It's impressive and it's beautiful. I didn't show you the color. The kiss of floral, the old world, the fruit. I mean, it's just a nice mingling of flavor. Smell, that is. Flavor too. Let me tell you what's one of the things about this wine. The acidity, the tannin, and the fruit are perfectly balanced. This has a slight tannin to it, but it is enough to add to the complexity of this, but not enough to where it dries you out and you have to have food. I sip this all day long without a bite to eat. I could. And I'm going to. I'll finish this before I eat the next. Well, I may save a glass for my next meal. And I'll have a glass without just being able to sip it. Because it's not like you put a tea bag in your mouth and it dried it out and all that tannin, right? No. This has a little bit, but it's so balanced with the acid and with the fruit that you don't even really know. It just adds to it. You want it to be there and you don't want it to be overwhelming. It's nice in that aspect. So balance, 100. I don't give a point system, but this I am. I'm impressed with this one. The fruit is just fantastic. It's a dry wine, but it's just nice undertones of fruit going with that, and a little bit of earthiness and old world style that can only be produced in the old world. There's a certain something to those wines. And they really can't be replicated. Now, wines from the United States, Australia, South America, are very good. They make some, and other places, if I didn't mention that, they're very good. But I'm telling you, the Spanish, the French, the Italians, there's something about those, the Portuguese, and you can tell if you drink enough. You really, not always, but a lot of times there's a certain something to that terroir, to the way they make it, to everything. And this is a perfect example of that. So, it's definitely under $25. Under. So that's why I'm excited too. I'm not trying to kill you with some expensive wine. Anybody can say that's good, love. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't want to do that. I mean, because the price point also equals this quality, I think it's good. Now, 25, 24, 23, 22, whatever it was, I know it was under 25. It's not chunk change. But for an occasion, I don't think it's crazy, right? It's not a crazy thing. So the price is in with the because it's such a quality wine. To me, it's only DOC, but I love it. Yeah. So, that's not the highest rating, but I'm giving it a good rating because it's very good. Nice bottle, nice looking label, nice looking bottle. It's got some embossed in the glass there. It's hard to see right there. But that's just a bonus. It's a well put together wine. Like I said, you check out some of the other, you could try Valpolicella, not very expensive at all. Fresh, light, fruity, nice. Ripasso, you're getting a little more, right? You can get them for good values. Passamento, check out my playlist on that, and I have more coming up, more of these because I like these wines. And Amarone, and I've done those as well. And that could start easing you into Italian wines. And if you look at the Ripasso and the Passamento and the Valpolicella, that'd be a nice start. And if you look at my reds, I'll break them down for you and get you to where you get, you know, to go in. And you have any Ripasso wines? Do you have any Passamento wines? Right? And we'll go over all that real nice. And you can start easing into them and getting away from cabs, which I love. But people are intimidated, and they're always with the cabs, and can move you into some of these Spanish and Italian and French wines. Nice, so you're not intimidated. And it could be very intimidating. I was intimidated for a long time because there's a lot going on, but I'm gonna make it easy for you, give you some favorites. All right, that's part of what I do. So I have a passion for it. I love it. All you have to do, right? This is my hobby, my channel. I love it. Just subscribe. All right, subscribe for me. Everything else is a bonus. If you were to comment, if you were to do a thumbs up, if you were to share it or anything like that, of course, that helps the analytics, makes me so happy. But just watching it is the main thing, and subbing. Thank you. I will see you all on the next one. Yeah. Enjoy your wine.